afternoon, everyone. We are the Group 6. I am Liza Hanlay, together with my teammates, Annabel Apostol and Christine K. Ubal-ubal. So, our topic is all about utilizing learners' test scores to refine teaching strategies, effectively using learners' test scores is essential for enhancing teaching strategies and improving student outcomes. Here are the several steps and consideration to guide us educators in delivering test scores for instructional refinement. First is the data analysis. We teacher needs to identify trends and patterns. It may be done by analyzing their test scores to identify trends over the time. So, we need to look for patterns in our student performance across different assignments, subject, or topics. Through this analysis, we can reveal their strengths and weaknesses. In common areas of strength, recognizing which concepts student grasps well can help them to reinforce those areas in teaching. For instance, your students are good at writing essay, so we teachers can help them to improve their knowledge and skills in that specific strengths by providing additional information or materials to support their learnings. While in persistent weaknesses, we need to identify topics where our students are constantly struggle so that we can allow ourselves to provide intervention. For example, if my student is struggling in reading, so I need to provide extra effort and attention for him by providing appropriate reading materials. And the second step is the setting of goals. We need to establish learning objectives that, based on the analysis, set specific measurable goals for both individual student and the class as a whole. For instance, if a significant number of students perform poorly on a specific topic, aim to improve understanding the topic through focused instructions.
Tailoring instruction is one of the step-by considerations to guide educators in their arranging test scores for instructional refinement. Tailoring instruction is about personalizing learning for each student. We also have different instruction. Is a framework that allows teachers to incorporate many different strategies in their classroom to reach as many students' personalized educational needs as possible.
Targeted interventions. This intervention enhances differentiated instruction by providing customized support that meets the individual needs of students who may be struggling. This is similar to differentiated teaching. Targeted teaching involves the use of assessment data to target interventions to small groups or individual students. Once students have been taught a concept or skill, it is assessed. We also have enrichment opportunities, an opportunity to learn new skills. These support child cognitive and social development, introduce kids to new activities and hobbies, and help kids develop the attitudes and skills to achieve their academic goal. Number 4 is a feedback mechanisms. After the assessment, the teacher must give a feedback or a constructive feedback. This includes individual score reviews, class discussions. In individual score reviews, you have to tell to your students if they did well and what will they going to improve. In class discussions, you have to discuss to the class those common errors. Number 5 is the adjusting teaching methods. You can reflect on teaching practices. You can use test results as a guide to have a reflective tool to evaluate if your teaching methods is effective. Based on reflection, you can adjust your teaching methods or materials accordingly.
Number 6. Incorporating formative assessment. Utilize formative assessment. Regularly assess students' understanding. Conduct quizzes, exit tickets, class discussions, and self-assessment checklists. To identify students' knowledge gaps, teachers can adjust their teaching strategies to meet the difficulties of the students and make improvements. Number 7. Engaging students in their learning. Encourage self-monitoring. Encourage students to take ownership of their learning. Example, a student struggles with understanding, problem solving, and they set goals to master the concepts. The students there are developing their critical thinking and self-awareness. Number 8. Creating a supportive environment. Foster a positive learning atmosphere. Foster a resilience and growth mindset. Example, students will reflect on their mistakes and identify areas for improvement. The teachers will provide support, feedback, focusing on their progress rather than on their grades. That's all. Thank you.